Pratiquez l'anglais tous les jours, écoutez, parlez, entraînez-vous et améliorez vos compétences linguistiques avec nous.
Quand tu as fini, continue à t'exercer dans notre appli. C'est gratuit, lien en description.
Commencez à vous entraîner.
I love painting. I love painting.
J'adore la peinture.
I love painting. I love painting. This is a beautiful painting. This is a beautiful painting.
C'est une belle peinture.
This is a beautiful painting. This is a beautiful painting. She paints every weekend. She paints every weekend.
Elle peint chaque week-end.
She paints every weekend. She paints every weekend. He is an artist. He is an artist.
C'est un artiste.
He is an artist. He is an artist. They enjoy painting together. They enjoy painting together.
Ils aiment peindre ensemble.
They enjoy painting together. They enjoy painting together. I like to paint landscapes. I like to paint landscapes.
J'aime peindre des paysages.
I like to paint landscapes. I like to paint landscapes. She paints with watercolors. She paints with watercolors.
Elle peint à l'aquarelle.
She paints with watercolors. She paints with watercolors. He uses oil paints. He uses oil paints.
Il utilise des peintures à l'huile.
He uses oil paints. He uses oil paints. Do you like to paint? Do you like to paint?
Aimes-tu peindre?
Do you like to paint? Do you like to paint? This painting is very colorful. This painting is very colorful.
Cette peinture est très colorée.
This painting is very colorful. This painting is very colorful. I painted this myself. I painted this myself.
J'ai peint ceci moi-même.
I painted this myself. I painted this myself. That painting looks realistic. That painting looks realistic.
Cette peinture semble réaliste.
That painting looks realistic. That painting looks realistic. She painted a portrait. She painted a portrait.
Elle a peint un portrait.
She painted a portrait. She painted a portrait. He made an abstract painting. He made an abstract painting.
Il a fait une peinture abstraite.
He made an abstract painting. He made an abstract painting. They painted a sunset. They painted a sunset.
Ils ont peint un coucher de soleil.
They painted a sunset. They painted a sunset. I'm learning how to paint. I'm learning how to paint.
J'apprends à peindre.
I'm learning how to paint. I'm learning how to paint. She takes painting classes. She takes painting classes.
Elle prend des cours de peinture.
She takes painting classes. She takes painting classes. He paints as a hobby. He paints as a hobby.
Il peint comme passe-temps.
He paints as a hobby. He paints as a hobby. I hang my paintings on the wall. I hang my paintings on the wall.
J'accroche mes peintures au mur.
I hang my paintings on the wall. I hang my paintings on the wall. They visit art galleries. They visit art galleries.
Ils visitent des galeries d'art.
They visit art galleries. They visit art galleries. This brush is for painting. This brush is for painting.
Ce pinceau est pour peindre.
This brush is for painting. This brush is for painting. I need more paint. I need more paint.
J'ai besoin de plus de peinture.
I need more paint. I need more paint. She uses bright colors. She uses bright colors.
Elle utilise des couleurs vives.
She uses bright colors. She uses bright colors. He likes dark tones. He likes dark tones.
Il aime les tons sombres.
He likes dark tones. He likes dark tones. I mix my own colors. I mix my own colors.
Je mélange mes propres couleurs.
I mix my own colors. I mix my own colors. This painting took hours to finish. This painting took hours to finish.
Cette peinture a pris des heures à terminer.
This painting took hours to finish. This painting took hours to finish. She painted with acrylics. She painted with acrylics.
Elle a peint avec de l'acrylique.
She painted with acrylics. She painted with acrylics. He paints in his studio. He paints in his studio.
Il peint dans son atelier.
He paints in his studio. He paints in his studio. They painted together yesterday. They painted together yesterday.
Ils ont peint ensemble hier.
They painted together yesterday. They painted together yesterday. I painted a tree. I painted a tree.
J'ai peint un arbre.
I painted a tree. I painted a tree. She painted a cat. She painted a cat.
Elle a peint un chat.
She painted a cat. She painted a cat. He painted a mountain. He painted a mountain.
Il a peint une montagne.
He painted a mountain. He painted a mountain. They painted the ocean. They painted the ocean.
Ils ont peint l'océan.
They painted the ocean. They painted the ocean. I love the colors in this painting. I love the colors in this painting.
J'adore les couleurs de cette peinture.
I love the colors in this painting. I love the colors in this painting. This painting makes me happy. This painting makes me happy.
Cette peinture me rend heureux.
This painting makes me happy. This painting makes me happy. She paints what she sees. She paints what she sees.
Elle peint ce qu'elle voit.
She paints what she sees. She paints what she sees. He paints from memory. He paints from memory.
Il peint de mémoire.
He paints from memory. He paints from memory. They paint with emotions. They paint with emotions.
Il peigne avec émotion.
They paint with emotions. They paint with emotions. I use a palette for my paints. I use a palette for my paints.
J'utilise une palette pour mes peintures.
I use a palette for my paints. I use a palette for my paints. This is my favorite painting. This is my favorite painting.
C'est ma peinture préférée.
This is my favorite painting. This is my favorite painting. She painted a flower. She painted a flower.
Elle a peint une fleur.
She painted a flower. She painted a flower. He painted a city scene. He painted a city scene.
Il a peint une scène de ville.
He painted a city scene. He painted a city scene. They painted side by side. They painted side by side.
Ils ont peint côte à côte.
They painted side by side. They painted side by side. I like painting alone. I like painting alone.
J'aime peindre seul.
I like painting alone. I like painting alone. She paints every day. She paints every day.
Elle peint tous les jours.
She paints every day. She paints every day. He painted this last week. He painted this last week.
Il a peint ceci la semaine dernière.
He painted this last week. He painted this last week. They painted the same picture. They painted the same picture.
Ils ont peint la même image.
They painted the same picture. They painted the same picture. I want to learn to paint better. I want to learn to paint better.
Je veux apprendre à mieux peindre.
I want to learn to paint better. I want to learn to paint better. She teaches painting. She teaches painting.
Elle enseigne la peinture.
She teaches painting. She teaches painting. He sells his paintings. He sells his paintings.
Il vend ses peintures.
He sells his paintings. He sells his paintings. They display their art. They display their art.
Ils exposent leur art.
They display their art. They display their art. I framed my painting. I framed my painting.
J'ai encadré ma peinture.
I framed my painting. I framed my painting. This painting is for sale. This painting is for sale.
Cette peinture est à vendre.
This painting is for sale. This painting is for sale. She paints during her free time. She paints during her free time.
Elle peint pendant son temps libre.
She paints during her free time. She paints during her free time. He paints outside. He paints outside.
Il peint dehors.
He paints outside. He paints outside. They painted in the park. They painted in the park.
Ils ont peint dans le parc.
They painted in the park. They painted in the park. I use small brushes. I use small brushes.
J'utilise de petits pinceaux.
I use small brushes. I use small brushes. She uses large brushes. She uses large brushes.
Elle utilise de gros pinceaux.
She uses large brushes. She uses large brushes. He paints with a knife. He paints with a knife.
Il peint avec un couteau.
He paints with a knife. He paints with a knife. They experimented with colors. They experimented with colors.
Ils ont expérimenté avec les couleurs.
They experimented with colors. They experimented with colors. I tried a new technique. I tried a new technique.
J'ai essayé une nouvelle technique.
I tried a new technique. I tried a new technique. She used a sponge to paint. She used a sponge to paint.
Elle a utilisé une éponge pour peindre.
She used a sponge to paint. She used a sponge to paint. He painted with his fingers. He painted with his fingers.
Il a peint avec ses doigts.
He painted with his fingers. He painted with his fingers. They painted on canvas. They painted on canvas.
Ils ont peint sur toile.
They painted on canvas. They painted on canvas. I painted on paper. I painted on paper.
J'ai peint sur du papier.
I painted on paper. I painted on paper. She painted on wood. She painted on wood.
Elle a peint sur du bois.
She painted on wood. She painted on wood. He painted on a wall. He painted on a wall.
Il a peint sur un mur.
He painted on a wall. He painted on a wall. They held a painting exhibition. They held a painting exhibition.
Ils ont organisé une exposition de peinture.
They held a painting exhibition. They held a painting exhibition. I saw their painting show. I saw their painting show.
J'ai vu leur exposition de peinture.
I saw their painting show. I saw their painting show. She painted her emotions. She painted her emotions.
Elle a peint ses émotions.
She painted her emotions. She painted her emotions. He painted his dreams. He painted his dreams.
Il a peint ses rêves.
He painted his dreams. He painted his dreams. They painted their family. They painted their family.
Ils ont peint leur famille.
They painted their family. They painted their family. I painted my pet. I painted my pet.
J'ai peint mon animal de compagnie.
I painted my pet. I painted my pet. She painted a bird. She painted a bird.
Elle a peint un oiseau.
She painted a bird. She painted a bird. He painted a boat. He painted a boat.
Il a peint un bateau.
He painted a boat. He painted a boat. They painted the night sky. They painted the night sky.
Ils ont peint le ciel nocturne.
They painted the night sky. They painted the night sky. I painted the sunrise. I painted the sunrise.
J'ai peint le lever du soleil.
I painted the sunrise. I painted the sunrise. She painted the beach. She painted the beach.
Elle a peint la plage.
She painted the beach. She painted the beach. He painted the forest. He painted the forest.
Il a peint la forêt.
He painted the forest. He painted the forest. They painted the desert. They painted the desert.
Ils ont peint le désert.
They painted the desert. They painted the desert. I enjoy painting quiet scenes. I enjoy painting quiet scenes.
J'aime peindre des scènes calmes.
I enjoy painting quiet scenes. I enjoy painting quiet scenes. She paints lively scenes. She paints lively scenes.
Elle peint des scènes animées.
She paints lively scenes. She paints lively scenes. He paints still life. He paints still life.
Il peint des natures mortes.
He paints still life. He paints still life. They painted with pastels. They painted with pastels.
Ils ont peint avec des pastels.
They painted with pastels. They painted with pastels. I need more brushes. I need more brushes.
J'ai besoin de plus de pinceaux.
I need more brushes. I need more brushes. She bought new paints. She bought new paints.
Elle a acheté de nouvelles peintures.
She bought new paints. She bought new paints. He cleaned his brushes. He cleaned his brushes.
Il a nettoyé ses pinceaux.
He cleaned his brushes. He cleaned his brushes. They shared their paint. They shared their paint.
Ils ont partagé leur peinture.
They shared their paint. They shared their paint. I painted over my mistake. I painted over my mistake.
J'ai repeint par-dessus mon erreur.
I painted over my mistake. I painted over my mistake. She made changes to her painting. She made changes to her painting.
Elle a fait des modifications à sa peinture.
She made changes to her painting. She made changes to her painting. He added more details. He added more details.
Il a ajouté plus de détails.
He added more details. He added more details. They used different styles. They used different styles.
Ils ont utilisé des styles différents.
They used different styles. They used different styles. I looked at famous paintings. I looked at famous paintings.
J'ai regardé des peintures célèbres.
I looked at famous paintings. I looked at famous paintings. She admires Van Gogh. She admires Van Gogh.
Elle admire Van Gogh.
She admires Van Gogh. She admires Van Gogh. He likes Picasso. He likes Picasso.
Il aime Picasso.
He likes Picasso. He likes Picasso. They visited an art museum. They visited an art museum.
Ils ont visité un musée d'art.
They visited an art museum. They visited an art museum. I studied painting techniques. I studied painting techniques.
J'ai étudié des techniques de peinture.
I studied painting techniques. I studied painting techniques. She reads about art. She reads about art.
Elle lit sur l'art.
She reads about art. She reads about art. He watches painting videos. He watches painting videos.
Il regarde des vidéos de peinture.
He watches painting videos. He watches painting videos. They take painting lessons. They take painting lessons.
Ils prennent des cours de peinture.
They take painting lessons. They take painting lessons. I paint to relax. I paint to relax.
Je peins pour me détendre.
I paint to relax. I paint to relax. She paints to express herself. She paints to express herself.
Elle peint pour s'exprimer.
She paints to express herself. She paints to express herself. He paints when he feels inspired. He paints when he feels inspired.
Il peint quand il se sent inspiré.
He paints when he feels inspired. He paints when he feels inspired. They paint to tell a story. They paint to tell a story.
Ils peignent pour raconter une histoire.
They paint to tell a story. They paint to tell a story. I painted something new today. I painted something new today.
J'ai peint quelque chose de nouveau aujourd'hui.
I painted something new today. I painted something new today. She painted a house. She painted a house.
Elle a peint une maison.
She painted a house. She painted a house. He painted a car. He painted a car.
Il a peint une voiture.
He painted a car. He painted a car. They painted a farm. They painted a farm.
Ils ont peint une ferme.
They painted a farm. They painted a farm. I painted a still life. I painted a still life.
J'ai peint une nature morte.
I painted a still life. I painted a still life. She painted a landscape. She painted a landscape.
Elle a peint un paysage.
She painted a landscape. She painted a landscape. He painted a portrait of me. He painted a portrait of me.
Il a peint un portrait de moi.
He painted a portrait of me. He painted a portrait of me. They painted each other. They painted each other.
Ils se sont peints mutuellement.
They painted each other. They painted each other. I showed my painting to friends. I showed my painting to friends.
J'ai montré ma peinture à des amis.
I showed my painting to friends. I showed my painting to friends. She entered a painting contest. She entered a painting contest.
Elle a participé à un concours de peinture.
She entered a painting contest. She entered a painting contest. He won a painting award. He won a painting award.
Il a gagné un prix de peinture.
He won a painting award. He won a painting award. They received praise for their art. They received praise for their art.
Ils ont reçu des éloges pour leur art.
They received praise for their art. They received praise for their art. I painted a vase and flowers. I painted a vase and flowers.
J'ai peint un vase et des fleurs.
I painted a vase and flowers. I painted a vase and flowers.
Merci de votre visionnage. Abonnez-vous à notre chaîne et activez les notifications pour recevoir nos nouvelles vidéos et poursuivre votre voyage d'apprentissage de l'anglais.